Hello, Food Pantry volunteers. First of all, I want to say thank you for all that you have done and all that you are doing to serve our community. Then I also want to tell you a little bit about what's coming in January that's going to be a little bit different. So in an effort to make the resources that we have meet the needs of the community, we're going to institute a couple of changes. The first change is that every family is going to get a card. This card has a number on it. This is the only record we have. We're not keeping names, we're not keeping phone numbers, and that's just for their safety. So each family is going to get a card that's either going to be pink or it's going to be yellow. On the back of the card, it tells them exactly when they can shop. Our pink shoppers get to go the first and third weeks of the month, and our yellow shoppers go second and fourth. The dates are listed when they can come, and it gives them the time that the pantry is open. Now, what we're asking them to do is to either hang on to this card, but if it's me, that would be a challenge, or take a picture with their face and their card, and that way they have it on their phone. That's really all we need to know. The other thing we would ask that you do is ask if we can find out how many people are in the family. We can write it up here in the corner. So if there's 5 people in the family, that's great. If that's too difficult because it's too busy, it's not a problem. But eventually we would love to have that information. Okay, so that's the first thing. This is going to mean that the families will shop half as often, but we can serve then twice as many families if we need to. And it's just going to allow our resources to go further and to serve everyone. The second change we're making is the sign-in sheet. We don't want to know their names anymore, and that's for safety reasons. And so these are the sign-in sheets. They have the numbers 1 through 199. That's for first and third week. And then second and fourth week has the numbers 201 to 299. So when a shopper comes in and they show you their cute little card or their picture, then you're going to mark off. You'll find that number, assuming it's the right week, and you're going to put a check mark and the number in the family. So if they don't have it on their card yet, you can write it on there or you can put it down. Okay, and that's all we need. This is the only record keeping that we need, is that shopper 101 was here and they've got 5 people in their family. That's all we have to have for our record keeping. This should simplify things a whole lot. So a couple of questions have come up as I've talked to a couple of people about this. And so let me go ahead and answer those. First of all, what happens if a shopper doesn't have a card? Great, give them a card. If they're here on the first week, then they happen to be a pink shopper. And if they're here on the second week, they happen to be a yellow shopper. We ask them to keep up with it. What happens if 3 families come together, if they're shopping together, because often they share transportation, which is so wise. What we want to do is give them all the same color card because they're probably going to be coming back together. And so we want to honor that. And so we would give them 3 yellow cards or 3 pink cards, as the case may be. The one thing that this does is this closes the food pantry 4 times a year. Every time there's a 5th week, the food pantry is closed. And that's just going to help us to be able to restock and to be able to be better stewards of your time. So they don't have to know that, but that's just helpful. Let me think if there's any other changes. Oh, Wednesdays, those shoppers will also be on the same system. My suggestion is that we keep them all on pink ones. That would be helpful. If you have English shoppers, our English shoppers, there's only one color that has English in right now. I don't remember which one it is. But there are some of these that have the instructions in English. And I know we do have some English shoppers. And so they will all be on this in the same group. And that will help us as well, too. Anyway, this is definitely what we're trying. We've tried to think through all of the issues. We've tried to think through everything. We hope that it is going to accomplish the goal of meeting our record keeping requirements without putting them in any risk, and also helping our resources to be able to be shared better to the wider community. If you have any questions, you feel free to ask. I'm around. Janet, Connie, they're always around too. If we figure out we need to tweak something, obviously we can. This is all a work in progress, but we're hopeful that it's going to work beautifully. So anyway, thank you so much for all that you do, and I'm just grateful from the bottom of my heart. So thank you. I hope y'all have a very blessed holiday. Thanks.